fun haters. I'm Jeff Stein with today's Iowa Politics Report. Sometimes people take themselves too seriously, particularly in government. Case in point, the Federal Highway Administration is trying to crack down on state departments of transportation and the messages they display on those lighted message boards we see on major roadways. The FHA recently released the 11th edition of its Manual on Uniform Traffic Control Devices, and in it they recommended that folks like the Iowa DOT avoid messages that feature, in their words, popular culture references, unconventional sign legend syntax, or that are intended to be humorous, unquote. The concept is that we should cut down on distractions that may divert a driver's attention away from the road. All well and good. But what difference does it make if the sign alerts you to a detour, notes the number of roadway deaths in a year, or puts a smile on your face while also delivering a safety message? If you stick to nothing but business, we're going to avoid even looking at the boards, and therefore miss out on things we might need to know. And far better to be watching a sign on the highway than the screen in our hands or the huge dashboard navigation screens they put in cars these days. Here's to the Iowa DOT, however, for saying thanks but no thanks for the federal advice. They've been putting clever messages on the boards when there is not serious business to be handled for more than a decade now. And the Iowa folks say they have seen no evidence that the humorous messages are a threat to public safety. They note that the point of the signs is to help people remember traffic safety messages. You know, things like, drive like your mama's watching. The corn is high, drivers shouldn't be. Nobody relishes a pickle driver. Be a rebel, not a clone, put down the phone, and so on. Well, if the idea is to get a safety message out, there are lots of ways to do it. And big government in D.C. telling all of us how to act is yet another bad idea coming out of the swamp. Stick to your principles, Iowa DOT. You're making those long car trips at least a little more bearable. And that's the Iowa Politics Report for Monday, January 29 on Twitter, Instagram, Getter, Threads, and Truth Social at Iowa Politics. I'm Jeff Stein on News Talk 1540 KXEL.